Well, hello, friends. Welcome to episode number 133 of our Skyrim Nolvus Ascension blind playthrough. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Last episode, we successfully completed a rescue quest for Aela in Whiterun and returned the guy that was captured by bandits. And then we spent a large amount of time in Solitude off camera. Emptying out the inventory to lower the amount of weight, which we got down to, I think it was 11,000? Well, it's 13,000 now. And then we continued Fihay's Remnant quest, and we save raid from Ismail and the Thalmor caravan. And also on our way over to do so, we stopped at Valthun, and we helped Valdar, I think that's what his name was, Valdar the Ghost, stop Hevnorak, the masked dragon priest. And we also gained the, which shout was it? It was the Aura Whisper shout, first word of it. And then we met a Khajiit who claimed to be something called the Dwarvenborn, and claimed that he could destroy machines just by touching them with his machine hand. I think he was crazy. He also mentioned a story where he was in Cyrodiil, and it sounded like he ran into Sheogorath and got a touch of the madness from him. And then we stopped in the AHO there and teleported to where we are now, which is Tower of Mazark, which is out the center of Skyrim. Is that the center of Skyrim? Pretty much. So I don't know what we're going to do now. Search guardhouse for an artifact known as the Executioner's War Axe. We're going to do that because that's the first thing I saw. Gotta love the production quality. No plan going in, just whatever happens, happens. What's that? Oh. Should turn that quest off. Couldn't get that to work anyway. We found whoever that was. She was in Riverwood, but I couldn't get any kind of a... Oh, I don't like those. They're really creepy. Boy, it'd be probably pretty helpful if I had my shouts and all my spells set up. That would have probably been a good plan. Okay. Let's see if we can just get rid of this thing. Ugh, okay. Wonder why they do that. Some of them have that crucifix type position they get in, and they just stay in that position. Oh, there's another one. I'm not interested. Not interested in anything you've got to say. I don't recognize the name of that ruin. Okay, looks like we're going to take a little detour. Yeah, I don't recognize this. okay, this is where I got one of the ruin knogs. Okay. Not sure which one. I think we got the second ruin nog there. The Blaze Maul. Okay. Continuing on our path. We used that other ruin nog to fight the Blaze Maul. For anyone who hasn't seen it, a Blaze Maul is a daedric creature that is has 4 arms and does fire projectiles, and he's huge. Does okay against dragons. Oh. Okay. Got our dwarven horse with us. Black Arts Burial Site. Wonder what's buried here. That skeleton? Oh, you failed, buddy. I think at the end of my playthrough, I may try to sell everything and see how much. Do like a summary video and see how much money we ended up with. We'll see. The first playthrough of Skyrim kind of abruptly stopped when I couldn't really find many other quests. At least nothing really interesting. High Moon Hall. Alright, let's see what this is. Oh, this is Morthal. Oh, we've got to break into the guard hall? Somehow I already have the key to it.
How do you do, Thane?
Oh, he's probably looking at me, wondering why I'm sneaking. Do they not care? Do you not care that I'm here?
Guards will always be grateful for everything you've done.
Okay. Yeah, we even got rid of, this is the werewolf guy, right? Or is that Falkreath? That's Falkreath. I seem to confuse Morthal and Falkreath all the time. I'm not sure why. Real minor towns. That and Rorikstead. They barely matter as far as the story goes. Of course, that's just my take on it. Maybe they do matter.
Greetings.
Oh, that. You may not have noticed, but there's a large beehive stuck to the roof over the firewood. I was going to take it down, but Agni begged me to let the infernal things live. With most children, I tend to ignore such petulance. After all, children may be noisy as Nirnroot, but their memories are as fickle as a brothel wench.
Oh.
With
What does that
Agni
mean?
lost both her parents and that child in the fire, well, Phalion thought it best not to add to her loneliness.
Yeah, I can, I don't know what that thing
Maybe.
do.
I wonder if it's possible to charge you for them. Until next time.
The loudest. Oh, it's a quest. Find the author of the manuscript. An orc follows to the death. Those are words Bogan the Stonehand vowed when I questioned his commitment. The last 2 men who had the misfortune of following me both felt the swift judgment of Archay. Casimir the Brave died defending. I wonder if that's our sarcasm here. Died defending me from a forsworn ambush. His replacement, Sorak the Sellsword, fought valiantly against a Draugr Lord, only to be done in by a wolf as two of us, exhausted from battle, attempted to set up camp in the hills. I may have been anointed Bloodkin and bested as chief in fisticuffs, but I wanted to be sure Bogak knew what he was getting into. My obsession with hoarding, combined with my pitiful constitution, regulated me to support role. It would be up to him to hold the line. Bogash relished the opportunity. His thirst for blood and brawl were only surpassed by his bombastic proclamations of orc toughness. As we headed east for Rorikstead, staying close to the river, he bombarded me with tales of heroism, and not just his heroism, but the heroism of all orcs. The orc was a superior warrior, he claimed, not from the strength of his body, although it helps, but the strength of his mind. It's simple, really. Humans fear death, orcs do not. Halfway through our journey, we came across Gloomreach Cave. Gloomreach? I think we were there fairly recently. Tucked against a rock near a grove of withered trees. The cave had been marked by Falmer. At the entrance stood a decorative assembly of human bones like giant blue butterflies on a stick. Pretty of it weren't so disturbing. The sophistication and macabre of their art tells you everything you need to know about the species. It was time to clear the hive. Bogak grunted in agreement. Oh, I think I know which cave this is. I think we've been in this place a couple different times. His stone hand spoke as loudly as his mouth, reverberating through the caverns. As it split open Falmer's skulls, he charged blindly on ahead. As I harvested chorus eggs and emitted the tassels of luminous blue that freckled the ceiling. The battle and lights were so intoxicating that neither of us saw how porous the inner hive was, a ground and literal honeycomb of death by falling. Only the real drop was further on ahead, a narrow walkway spiraling around a bottomless abyss. Maybe I haven't found this place. Bogak didn't see it. All he saw was a coin of greenish, phosphorescent light on the face of a Falmer, and it crept up from below. Bogak did what he always did. He charged right towards the ledge. I knocked an arrow and hastily tried to shoot Bogak in the leg to save him from his own aggression. Only my clumsy hands betrayed me, and the orc stampeded forward toward the enemy. As I fumbled my bow, I was suddenly interrupted by the plangent bell of... I'm not sure what that word means. Plangent bell of metal on metal. It was a block. Beautiful, wonderful piece of music. As I looked up, I saw my assumption was true. The Falmer had blocked Bogak's blow, and it was the block that killed him and saved my companion. Interesting. The redounding force he had actually pushed the orc back to safety. Oh, interesting. Had Bogak's blows struck, I imagine they would both have careened over the ledge, and I would have been forced to mourn 3 followers in as many days. Dragging my sack of Falmer bows, arrows, swords, and shields. I know what that's like. I stumbled over Bogak and patted him on the shoulder, lighting a new torch to illuminate the darkness. The Falmer had fallen with a mighty thud, yet his corpse remained pristine. As I looted, I fully expected Bogak to mock my late arrival, or weave this into another tale of orc bravery and at humanity's expense, yet the mighty orc never turned to me. Gone were all the taunts and swagger. Bogak never moved, just kept his eyes fixated on the drop below. He remained silent as we trundled down the slow curve to the bottom. Eventually we found a passageway that led back to the entrance. Typical Skyrim cave, right? All that needed to be done was to drop down from a single 10-foot ledge. I threw down my sack of junk and treasure and leapt down after it. Dawn had come, and an ivory tree that stood by the entrance was flanked by 4 shafts of light. The scene was breathtaking, enough that even an orc might appreciate its ordinary beauty. Yet when I turned to Bogak, I found him froze on the ledge, looking not at the scenery but straight down. It was then that I noticed his hands. The stone hands were trembling. I tried everything. I went back up to the ledge and tried pushing him, striking him, and when my arms I tired bruising his fragile ego. He never budged. An orc follows to the death, he boasted, but the only thing dead was his nerves. From time to time I would return to the cave to check on my old companion. Oh, he was still there. My old friend. I considered telling his brethren that Deshnik Yal, he died in battle. but I still hold out hope that he will conquer his fear and spin into another harrowing tale. Yet my fear is that many years and many followers later, Bogak the Cowardly will still be waiting near the entrance of Gloomreach Cavern, unable to jump down from the ledge, a monument to everything an orc should not be, or an orc who dare not follow. That is horrible. Okay.
Authentic goods crafted by a blacksmith.
Why are you broke?
All right.
I am definitely interested. Where is that at? Dawnstar. Okay. We're gonna hop on horse here. On our dwarven horse. And we're gonna head over towards Dawnstar. We'll go this way until we run to our road, and then we'll start heading east. Well, I guess we are heading east, right? We probably need to head north a little bit. Alright, I'm moving along. I was told to kill people at the Stormcloak camp, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't see a good reason to do that. War's over. Okay, here's a road. Wow, we are flying. I think this takes us to Dawnstar. I think so. Yeah, this looks right. Oh, are you that one that's trying to give your dog away? Hello.
You want something from me?
Hello.
We're traveling to the Shrine of Kinnereth in Whiterun. I
Oh.
hear the Gilded Green is more beautiful than ever since it's been restored.
I would agree.
They say that eating the fruit it bears will add years to your life.
Oh, I've never seen any fruit on it. Oh, you got a little friend with you. I remember running into someone in Riften, I think. They had a dog that they were trying to get rid of, and I just didn't want it. Dogs are kind of a pain in Skyrim. Roadside ruins, Windward ruins. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way. Wait, where's this guy at? I thought he was here. Oh, he's at the lighthouse. Okay. All right, horse. All your cool looking gears. Let's go. Dawnstar Lighthouse. Looks like it's up the hill here from the sanctuary. Wow, it's way up the hill. Okay. Well, we have a horse, so shouldn't be any kind of problem at all. There we go. Wait a second. That's Nightcaller Temple. Where the heck's the lighthouse at? Alright, horse, I'll meet you down there. Oh, there it is. Maybe if I followed my compass, I would have ended up where I expected to be.
You hear the old stories. Sweet enough to play on a bard's lute.
Hello, friend.
What about you, stranger? What about this city speaks to you?
Fresh air.
I understand that all too well. I migrated from Solitude. Every structure there is like a mausoleum.
Not that far away, you can almost see it from here.
The lighthouse is more than a beacon. Its fire is an embrace, welcoming a wary sailor home. When it dies, so does chivalry.
Don't embrace that fire too much, you'll get burned.
So my advice is to talk to people. Every day. Keep yours aflame. Solitude, for lack of a better word, is suffocating. It's not just the walls and the people. It's the inside of the buildings, too. They all have the same thick, musky smell. Like the kind that you find in abandoned shacks. With boarded up windows. But the air is freckled.
You saying we have mold problems? Well, I better
Inside,
check my house then.
windows are frosted. When the light gets filtered through them, even the sun feels cold.
Now you're just being drama.
The name is Jaspar. I'm a raider. Aspiring raider. I always forget that.
Why are you whispering? Try not to wake up children or
Chasm
something?
is between the two. I've tried. In fact, when I was in Solitude, I wrote maybe hundreds of tales. But none worth reading. I was still maturing then, looking for my voice.
Could have a bard sing them.
Back on something I picked
Maybe to
a week
make it better.
Shake my head at how shallow the words were. How empty they felt. I began to doubt if I could write anything of substance.
So is that story about the orc false?
I found
Was it not
myself
true?
at the bottom of a flagon. I spent my nights at the waking skeever. My mornings outside his door. Even Ogti of Song found my behavior uncouth. One night, Corpulus got fed up. Kicked me out into the streets and told me to never come back. That's when I met my muse.
You're very whiny.
Not unless you fancy ropes of muscle. No. My muse was no beauty. Wasn't even a she. My muse was an orc. He was a titan.
Okay, so that was
With
true
arms
story.
like tree trunks cut from the great forest. Only something wasn't right about the way he looked at the tavern sign. When I asked him what was wrong, he managed to force out a word. His bottom lip quivered like a child who just dropped a sweet roll. The word he said was skeever. It was a giant, with shoulders larger than the domes of the Blue Palace. And he was absolutely terrified of rats.
Skeevers aren't rats though, right? I read a book about it. It said they're two different things.
That night, for the first time, I wrote with purpose. There was none of the doubt or fear that marked my previous.
Or maybe somebody in
The
Burma
words
was saying that they were two
splashed
different
back and
things.
jumped down. For 3 days and 3 nights I continued. When I was done, I knew the work was true. It was the best manuscript I had ever written. It was the best I could ever
Oh,
write.
So the orc exists, but I see.
I tried. I bound the book and took it to a writer named Dodonato Liatelli. I told him the author was anonymous. Said so right on the first page. I didn't want his opinion colored by my presence. I'm not sure it would have mattered. You know what he told me? He said the story read like it was written by a blacksmith. And that's when I knew it was still aspiring. Maybe it was will be. And the delusional often exaggerate their own worth. I could be a genius ahead of his time. A writer without peer.
Probably not.
I could be a failure who doesn't belong. Scribbling words that have no soul.
I mean, your book doesn't seem any more better or worse than any of the others I've read.
But that is Skyrim. I see. You must have been curious to seek out one man's trifle in a world full of them. I almost feel the need to apologize for wasting your time.
I mean, it was alright. I thought it was alright.
I thank you for the compliment. Sometimes I wonder if that's enough. If just one person enjoyed my work, maybe it was all worth it.
Print out a bunch of them and put them
Maybe that
everywhere.
All had purpose. Even as my
They
voice
do that
was
with
just
Adra and
whisper,
Daedra and
there was someone out there bothering to listen.
Blue Book of Riddle, Yellow Book of Riddles. The Firmament. How many copies of that have you picked up?
I admit, I never thought of that. Is it possible he never bothered to read it? I wonder if I should get a second opinion. But I don't know if my heart could take another rejection. I almost don't want to open that door, give him to hope. If you're willing to do this, I can keep my eyes to the east. You may find someone back west, where the story was conceived. Back in Solitude. Alas, no. I've heard that a writer's words must sing from the page. The bard takes that interpretation literally. I tried it once, singing. The demand for bards is much higher than for writers, which is evident by the number of people in Skyrim who can read. But Virma was a poetic bard, and a singing one. He's also a talented lutist. I do know the three.
Ah, you're just a writer
Don't fall
then.
victim to nostalgia. It's just another kind of loneliness. Yes?
That's kind of a wise thing to say. Okay. Well, I have to go back to find the gossip Nithriel. Oh, I know who she is. She's the one that talks about people in the Blue Palace. Let's see, let's hop on the road here and see if the courier finds us. There's a... I still want to gather shouts, and need to find a courier for the letter to a friend, or letter from a friend. but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's like a timer on those. Like if you get one, you have to wait 24 hours before you get another one. I'm not positive. Wow, I'm doing this the hard way. Could fast travel, or I could just take the. Who are you?
Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have it on me. I remember her from the my first playthrough. She had to use the Wabbajack on her, and I think I turned her into a rabbit. She was very happy with that, I think. Okay. You know, I don't remember seeing seagulls in the first, my first playthrough. Wonder if there was.
Looking to hire a boat?
Yeah,
Where are you headed?
Solitude.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Okay. Oh, it usually has you climb in the boat. Didn't have to do it that time. There was somebody else in the boat. Was he waiting for 2 payments before he takes off? Or did he hire an assistant? Okay, we're at Solitude. It is starting to get late, so we need to hurry.
What? What?
Didn't have the paraglider in the first playthrough, so the whirlwind sprint shout was most definitely my favorite shout.
What? What?
Oh, is one of these people her? No, 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 no. Wait a second.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?
Uh-oh. Cure disease.
Good to see you. How can I help you?
I must have healed her too. Which is perfectly alright. Okay, let's see if she's in here. Looks like she is. Do you ever go
Something
home?
on your mind? Well, yes. You came to the right elf.
Good.
I know everything about everyone.
I know.
In fact, you're quite the popular topic these days.
Easy
so,
now.
before I share, I need to know if all the rumors regarding you and that hag raven are true.
How did you even hear about that?
After all, I would never spread such lies without first confronting the person in question. As your newest and dearest confidant, I'm glad to hear it. They are wicked creatures
probably haven't killed
and
100 of them.
deserve no mercy.
I bet I've killed 25 of them
Now, I don't
though.
want to alarm you, but this may give credence to that other rumor that you have Difficulties controlling your rage? One person even accused you of murdering an elderly woman and calling her a highgraven. A rumor I squashed immediately on your behalf. Gladly. I won't reveal my sources, but from what I hear, a certain publisher has been struggling to stay afloat. In a last-ditch effort, they've sent their minions all over Skyrim in search of the next great writer.
Okay.
One of these critics has limited his search to the winking skeever. Oh, but that's not the scandalous part. For it's not the drinking, but the fact that our critic bears a striking resemblance to one Minette Phineas. A bold person might accuse this critic of bearing an illegitimate child, especially given how gregarious she is compared to her so-called father. Of course, I would never levy such an accusation without proof. Oh, it's rather simple. He always sits at the bar on the furthest stool to the right. They say it offers him the best view. You take the seat, and I'm sure he'll come to you.
Okay. Bar stool at the far right. So I just need to take his chair. Will he actually come up to me and say, "Hey, you took my seat"? Well, it's nighttime now. 9 o'clock? Yeah, he should be there or thereabouts. Let's go here, end that quest, and see if there's anything I can drop off real quick. Which there shouldn't be. I think we had just done that. Hey there.
Oh, you're here. Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, okay. There wasn't any displays. Oh, ebony collection. How you doing, buddy?
Questions?
No, I'm just saying hi. Okay. Now we gotta head to the bar. Whoa. You know, I wonder. There is like a publisher or something up here that I couldn't get into their place. Why is she over there?
The city is under attack. Get inside and bar the door until the fight is over. We're also looking for volunteers. If you're willing to aid us in this battle, you shall be generously rewarded. Okay, will you join us, or will you stay with your loved ones?
Yeah, let's do it.
Everyone, keep yourselves safe. Everyone, to your houses now.
Yeah, this place.
We are under attack. To your
No, it's an ale house. I thought that was a... maybe it wasn't. Okay, where are we going? Following you. Are they here? No? At the entrance of the place?
Looking for a horse? You'll want to talk to my father, Guy.
Where they at? There. Okay. Everybody's got some healing going on. We're ready. Should probably save, right? Okay.
Time to end this thing. You get lost.
There we go, burn until the battle's over. Who's left? Holy heck.
Done it. Now that was quite a battle.
Yeah, it was
I've done
decent.
a good thing. And more importantly, Jarl wishes to reward your act of valor with these gifts.
Alrighty, thank you. Okay, let's get our real prize here. Everybody should be good to go. Yeah. A huge healing move like that is super useful. Okay, here we go. Who am I looking for? Somebody named Minette or something like that? Got a bar still on the right. Well, I'm not technically sitting there, but...
Welcome to the Winking Star.
Wait a second.
Take a load off and enjoy
Yes?
No?
Are they hard cars? I told you.
Oh, it's this guy again.
What brings you to the town? Drink on, but don't forget to spill.
Everything is splendid, thank you.
I arm wrestle you.
Good luck out there.
Something tells me that will leave me sore, tired,
Come on, will you?
possibly bedridden. What? The name's Flint, by the way. Author, publisher,
Ah, here we
admirer
go.
of the female form. It's not to have me sign your book, is it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd be glad to, so long as it's one of my later works. But there's plenty of time for that later. Besides, you ought to at least buy me a drink before you start making demands.
Fair enough.
You might have. I've written countless epics, poems, and tales of heroism. Still, I'm best known for a terrible piece of tripe I wrote about 7 years ago, called The Duke of Beards. It was a book about a legendary barber, and bloody awful, which is saying something for a work of non-fiction. In fact, I once set out to burn every copy in Skyrim, but the thing took on a life of its own. Turns out that piece of rubbish was the best thing that ever happened to me. The fame I received from that book gave me the coin and the authority to write what I love.
How about that?
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure, but for me, they were one and the same. Let's see. Now, if I'm being perfectly honest, I would say this is apprentice level work. But that being said, you've got talent. Of course. I'm assuming this manuscript is yours. Of course. I can't tell you how many writers hand me manuscripts on behalf of their friends in hopes of getting an honest critique. But regardless of his identity, one thing that's certain is that your friend lacks conviction. I can see it as plain as day on the page. I didn't say that. Although your friend may not like what I'm about to say, with a little polish we can turn this into a seller. It may not give him the acclaim he seeks, but it will put food on the table. The problem with young artists is that they're a bit too attached to their integrity. He may not go for it. On the other hand, better to be a mediocre artist than a starving one, and it'll give him the leverage to write something of substance. Well, for starters, we need to dumb it down a bit. Few cosmetic changes here and there ought to do it. We also need to make these paragraphs cleaner. They lack direction. It's something that can be fixed easily enough. Lastly, the main character's name. I can tell our friend hasn't spent much time around orcs. I think Morgat is a female name. Right. Jaspar's word. Well, I suppose if you don't mind, other orcs won't either. Morgat it is. All that's left now is to give my suggestions to your friend. If the final copy passes muster, I'd be more than happy to have it published.
Okay, buddy.
You want a drink?
Oh, no, I'm busy, thank you. Appreciate it, though. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save here. Little quick save, and then we're gonna teleport over to our buddy Jaspar and see if he's okay with some of the edits. Changing the name of one of the main characters probably doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we'll go to Mortar and Pestle. Hopefully he's not on the move because... Let's see. Okay, yeah, he went back to the lighthouse. It looked like he was on the move, but he's back at the lighthouse. It's fine for me. Oh, don't I still have... Roll and sprint? There we go. Oh, it's right up there. Okay. Hey, buddy. Time to publish it.
Bella. You mean... Someone wants to publish my book? Wait. What do you mean by changes? I know. It's something I've been wrestling with ever since I realized Donato lied to me. After you left, I dug up some old drafts on that novel, hoping to find some vindication. What I found was a stranger. I don't recognize the person that wrote those words. The inspiration was there, but not the voice to shape his thoughts. Yet now, I feel confident I can make it heard.
Good.
I can tell the story of this work the way it was meant to be written. If you'll give me a few days to rewrite it, I'll have something for you. Unless there was something else you wanted to add. Alright. I'll do my best to reward your faith.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Check back with Jaspar periodically to see if his book is finished. Okay, Jaspar, we will come back at some point. Let's see. What else is around here? I don't know why that quest keeps getting... I don't think we even have that. It tells me to return something I don't even have on me. Well, I'm not sure where we're going to go. Let's head over this way. It's interesting. If I would not have looked under that table, I wouldn't have, I thought it was just a spell tome and it ended up being a quest. You just never know in Skyrim. I just love how the snow looks. That's really awesome. Yeah, you're not gonna catch up. Hello there. Oh, I remember this one. Oh yeah, I remember this. Frostflow Lighthouse. Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if we did this already. Doesn't look like it. Okay. If I'm remembering correctly, this was the quest where they have a whole bunch of Karsos living under their house, or their lighthouse. And the kids said, I know I heard something under there. I'm going to go investigate. Yeah, kind of a sad story. Well, not kind of, it is a sad story. Palmer War Axe. I was thinking I would find a key, but I guess not. There we go. Okay. We're gonna set Cyclone, but I think we're gonna use the bow. Oops. I think this is my first time using a bow. These things really are the worst, though. Okay. Gotta make it safe for everybody else. Okay. I think that was the exit to the cave up there. Okay. Figured that's what it was. Okay, I think we got them all. See if there's any additional spider eggs. Doesn't look like it. Oh, look at that. Whoops. Pretty sure there's something else up there. Bad part about being a farmer, you can't see it coming. That is an amazing lock. Wonder how they keep it spongy like that. Uh-oh. Okay, there it goes. Wow, I'm gonna have so many Falmer things to sell. Oh, I remember this. Getting all the car's eggs. All of them. I expect to have 2,000 of them by the time I'm done here. Maybe 3,000. I don't know. I guess we'll see. That's my prediction. 2,000 or 3,000 of these car's eggs. I think I already had around 100 to start with. Okay, got them. So many eggs. Okay. Wait, this is where I came from, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, there we go. Okay. Wonder if there's any of these pods that have the cars hunters in them. If you don't disturb them or keep your distance from them, if they like never come out. I would think that's probably the case, but I'm not sure. Boy, it's obscene how many of these eggs I have now. Okay, I have to be getting far enough ahead here to where they're going to start showing up again. Oh yeah, there's the quite the infestation. It's interesting how they like either explode or make a carcass that you can use Hunterborn on. Looks like most of these exploded. Of course, carcasses aren't really worth much. Their eggs are. I think we just got the key. Lighthouse key, yep. We'll check out how many eggs we have once I collect this last bit over here. Can't get that one. Can't seem to get that one either. Okay, we got them all. Let's see how much we ended up with. I'm gonna say 2,600. Ooh, pretty good. 2457. What was your guess? Still another one over there. There we go. That was an exploder. If you found us, know that I have failed to kill the creatures and invaded my home and killed my family. Please avenge us if you are able. Kill every last one of these blighted monsters and take what I've left in the chest on the roof of the lighthouse. I won't be needing it. If I remember correctly, If I remember correctly, there's some kind of, I think I got them all. Yeah, I think there's some kind of spell or buff I get out of it. If I'm remembering correctly, there's something that you put in a fire. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Okay. All right. Oh, maybe this is not that lighthouse. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. There's a lighthouse where you took like somebody's skull. Okay, got some decent stuff there. This is it. Burnhab's remains. Sailor's repose gain. This is it. There it is. Healing spells are cure 10% more. That's fantastic. Let's save that. Like how these little quests like this just kind of present themselves. I think when I first played it, I was kind of excited that I was going to see a lighthouse in a video game. Well, I found that there was some kind of quest to kill man-eating bugs under it. Okay, let's save. Do full save. And where are we off to now? Let me go back to Dawnstar and talk to everybody in town and see if there's any quests. Any quests that I may have missed. Let's see if this bard says anything different since I cleared the lighthouse out. Nothing. Okay. I like that shoreline lover's tent. It's really neat. There it is. Okay, let's slow down so we don't trample over anyone in town. Okay, we're just going to talk to everybody.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for earlier.
Oh
I
yeah,
appreciate
I
you
saved you. I
kept some
remember
of the
that.
more embarrassing details to yourself. Bathilde, owner of Ironbreaker Mine, when her and her husband Miguel split up, she got the iron and left him with the quicksilver. That scrap ain't good for much save patching up elven armor, and if that's your business here, you may find yourself with a shortage of customers. The divorce wasn't much of a surprise, considering they were never really friendly with each other.
Oh, did they?
Passionate, maybe, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before things got messy, and my sister's not
Because you
someone
get
who
old
wants
and
to
all you
mess with.
have left is that miserableness.
She's the kind of woman who chews rocks for fun and cleans her dishes with spit. Cross her, and you're not doing yourself any favors.
Not gonna say that.
Yes, I know, but she doesn't make it easy. Bad relatives are almost like a prison sentence, and the only crime you committed was being born. Dealing with Bathilde on a daily basis. Now I remember why I enjoyed leaving this place.
Could be worse.
She gripes over the slightest of things and turns them into biggest of arguments. It got so bad that I was thinking of moving into the Wind Peak Inn. But I'm a little light in the pocket since I stopped hunting bounties. Sad thing is, I'm dependent on my sister to survive. Of course, Bathilde liked to say when I came out of the womb I looked like a spider, all knees and elbows. I was a gangly child. My arms and legs seemed in a hurry to grow and left the rest of my body behind. It didn't help that I was shy. The village children were merciless. Tikrid the awkward, they used to chant, like it was some nursery rhyme. Yes, but there was one child in particular, Jorn, who took things a step further. He used to climb on the rooftops and hurl stones at me.
Yikes.
When I complained to the adults, they almost did the same. Bjorn was a sweet, innocent boy, they said. Not even my sister came to my defense. Only one person ever did. Her name was Salim. She was slick, clever, mischievous, and mysterious. Her family hailed from elsewhere, and she smelled of sand and blood. When Bjorn first met her, I think his jaw would have hit
Was
the
she
floor
Khajiit?
if she hadn't thrust it up his nose. She didn't buy his sweet boy act for a second. We spent every minute together. Her father was grooming her to be a warrior, and she'd often share the lessons she'd learned. We met at night and practiced by the lighthouse fire. She taught me how to hold a weapon, how to strike with it, and how to defend. If I learned to protect myself, she said, bullies like Bjorn could never get away with hurting me again. But if I wanted to get better, I needed to spar. And to spar, I first needed a weapon of my own. So one night I borrowed a blade from the smith's workbench. I was running up the lighthouse steps to show Celine when I slipped on a patch of ice. It slid out of my hand, off the ledge, and into the bed of snow below. Celine told me not to panic, even though I was already starting to. We ran down to the shoreline and combed the area. From down below, the fire from the lighthouse was dim, but bright enough to reflect any stray metal lying in that pillow of white. Yes, in fact, it only took me a few minutes to find the sword standing straight up in the snow. I called to Celine, but she didn't answer. She was staring at something, a dark surface wedged in the rock. I ran over and tugged at her shoulder, holding up the hilt to her eyes. She never turned her gaze, and that's when I looked at the rock once more and saw the door. A black one, painted with skulls and bones.
The sanctuary.
And it spoke.
Yeah, it's right around the corner
I was
over there.
mortified. Couldn't even breathe. I backed up, tripped, and fell on my bottom, clutching my blade like a doll. Celine didn't flinch. It asked her a question. Celine talked back to it, but the door didn't like her answers. Then she repeated the question to me. What was life's greatest illusion? For some reason, my thoughts turned to Jorn. I said something, I can't recall what, but the door opened and she went in.
Interesting.
That's exactly why Celine went in. She was stubborn that way. loved the challenge. She went into caves all the time, and she always came back. Only this time, she shut the door behind her and never
This
returned.
ghost probably killed her.
Celine used to love watching the guards spar. Her dream was to one day join them, to become a housecarl and serve as the Jarl's right hand. She was always thinking about others, trying to shield us all from harm. She was strong, gallant, and honorable. She was my friend, and it burns me every single day that I couldn't be the same for her. Yes, I blame myself, and I always will. Not for opening that door, but for lacking the courage to follow her inside it. So I swore to myself
You would most
that I would
certainly
become
not
the
be
person
here.
Celine always thought I could be, and achieve the goals she always wanted for herself. My body is the vessel for both our spirits, one chasing a dream, and the other vowing to never let a friend chase it alone.
Could tell her to follow me. How about, you want to work for me? Really? Okay. Why don't you take the one by the forge, since you, Okay. Alright, let's save that. Got a new worker at Hjertesten. I may work out of Hjertesten when I join the Thieves Guild. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Okay, it's starting to get dark. Let's see if the old lady will buy any of this junk
The
off of
mortar
me.
and pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the
Hey,
name.
I've got
Good to see you.
a whole lot
Take
of,
on over.
oh, you got money too. I've got a whole lot of these Charis eggs. You look like just the person to buy them. Wow, they're worth a ton, aren't they? You'll never need to buy any again. Awesome. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
She had a nice little sum of money on her, didn't she? Alright, horse, we're gonna see if the blacksmith's here. Oh, he is.
You've done us a great... Take a look.
Okay,
You've done well.
I'd say so. Where are we at on the money? 6.15 million. I would love to get up to 10 million, but I don't think we will be able to.
I'm no one special. Just a mite. Got any ale or mead?
I think I have. There is now.
All right then. Been working in Ironbreaker since I was a boy.
If you need me, I'm with
The gods will always be grateful for everything you've done.
Who's this?
Ironbreaker mine is
Oh.
3 times the worth of that Quicksilver mine, and its fathead owner.
Oh, your ex-husband guy.
I own Ironbreaker mine. We make twice as much coin as those horkers over in Quicksilver mine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up, if you're looking for work.
Not looking to sell my ore. Who's in charge?
Jarl Brina Marilis is in charge, thanks to the Empire. Best hide any Talus amulets you have.
Fair enough.
All right then.
Oh. I'll take my leave then.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
I'm not here to cause you any trouble. I'm just saying hi.
Good job out there.
Thanks, buddy.
Right then.
Okay, we're going into the White Hall. That's right, Skull the Elder was deposed. Let's see who we have here.
Oh, yes, please.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
I keep hearing that.
Like joining up myself.
You'd leave the Legion? Lose that guaranteed paycheck.
The damned nightmares have finally stopped. Don't suppose you know anything about that.
I do. No, don't use the throne.
It's always good to see someone I can count on.
Good speaking.
Okay. See if there's anybody up here. Wow, somebody's got a Starum set. That's impressive. Time is it here?
With the bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
Almost 8 p.m. I like the sword too. Dawnstar Barracks. Well, let's see if they have anything for me in there. I'm not sure I've been in their barracks.
What can I do for you, friend? You have vanquished the great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls.
Oh boy. Something missing there. Oh, this looks just like the jail in Morthal. Nobody even in there. Okay. Guess that's that. Game crashed. Okay, I think we'll call it an episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave any comments below of things you think I may have missed, or things that you may have enjoyed, or things that I could have done better. Please give the video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, take care of yourself and be kind to each other.